People ask me, they say, hey. I say, what? They say, hey, show us your Casablanca fans. All right, so I will. I've got 8 of them currently. If you saw a video that I made in March of 2017 of 5 of them, you'll see I've added 3 more since then. First up is this purchased new in 2005 Panama 2 model 6673F with medium oak blades. You saw this one head up the last video. The thing I don't like about this one is it runs a little too fast on low speed. And with 5 blades it kicks up a lot of air. Really not the best one to use over my desk in the office. Often I've got it running in reverse just to try to keep the air off my head. Nice fan though, smooth running, no issues in 13 years. Number 2, a 1986 model CB1222T IntelliTouch with maple blades. This is new since the last video of early 2017. I did a lot of work to this one. The bearings were locked up when I received it, so I removed both of them, cleaned them out, soaked them in 30 weight oil. This was a first generation IntelliTouch, and I've upgraded it to a 3rd generation with a new wall control. It's running great. You saw this in the last video. This is a 1982 Zephyr CB1444 with oak stencil blades. This is a slumber quiet circuit. I did a lot of work to this one, mostly electrical work, including circuit board repairs and a new speed control potentiometer. It's running great. I love that slow slumber quiet speed. Fantastic. This fan looked like it was brand new when I took it out of the box. The guy I bought it from said he moved it around several houses in the eastern United States, but you really wouldn't know it by looking at it. This fan was a big seller and used to retail for about $289.95. The stencil blades would have been an adder to that. Light fixture retailers were seeing who could take out the largest ad in the newspapers on Saturdays on this one. Number 4. This is also new since the last video of early 2017. This is a 1981 Four Seasons model CB4444. This is also a slumber quiet circuit that I did a lot of work to. It had all the common slumber quiet failures, so I've replaced many components on the circuit board. Should be good for another few decades. Love that slumber quiet low speed. Number 5, a 1981 Zephyr CB1222, and another new one since the last video. This was polished brass, but the finish was so bad that I did a complete camouflage paint job to it. I don't know if you can see the paint job very well. It's pretty dark. I put new cherry blades on it. I think it looks pretty good. This has the same glass that was on my antique brass Victorian in the prior video. They really need to be cleaned, don't they? I did a lot of work to the slumber quiet system on this one too. It does manage to retain the original speed control potentiometer, and that's probably because the diodes and the transistor failed first, which saved the pot. Number 6, you saw this one in the last video. This is a model CB2222T Victorian with reversible oak and walnut blades. Originally a 2nd generation IntelliTouch. You saw it in the last video after I removed the IntelliTouch circuit and hot wired it in full speed, and I was using a wall control to vary the speed. So since that video I've converted it back to the newest IntelliTouch 3 with the addition of this wall control and the cheat sheet, of course. Alright, number 7. You've seen this fan in all my fan videos, the antique brass Victorian CB2444T, this time with a crystal light kit and LED lamps. This was originally an IntelliTouch 1st generation when I bought it new in July 1984. The IntelliTouch circuit failed about 15 or 20 years ago, so I gutted it and installed a spare slumber quiet circuit that I had laying around since the early 80s. I had to drill a hole for the speed control potentiometer. This is one of my favorite fans, mainly because I've owned it for so long. And finally, number 8. You've seen this fan in every fan video I've ever made. This is the 1981 Four Seasons CB4444. The first Casablanca fan that I ever bought new in 1981, April 81. Bought it from the light fixture retailer that I worked for back then. with its original light kit, medium oak blades, and slumber quiet system, is still kicking 37 years and 5 locations later. I did replace the MOV in it a couple years back just because I had it open and I was learning a thing about MOVs. All right, you've seen all 8 of them. I'm out.